Your AI is about to start finding its own work. Not just waiting for a prompt, actually finding and fixing the problems in your business before you do. And the fun part is almost nobody is building this yet. And I've got a small version running my whole business right now, and it is insane. So I did not write this task, my AI did. It actually caught that my own system, the one that answers questions to my customers, was still pointing at Fable 5. But it got blocked and it understood that. So here's the deal for this video. You will see exactly how it is wired. You watch it catch a real problem and fix it, and you will get the prompts that I use to build the system for free. So let's go. Okay, so let me explain you what this is about. For 2 years, everything AI did was because you asked it to. How we previously worked with AI was the following. You ask something, it does it. But we are now slowly entering a new era, and it is super exciting. It is really making sure that the bottleneck is moving, where previously it was the execution. So the bottleneck was the amount of developers you had. Right now, it was initiation, and we are here right now. So that is where instead of you asking AI to do something, it will find out exactly what needs to happen. And no, this is not you asking AI, what do we need to do next? This is something way better. And the next bottleneck is judgment, but we will dive into that later. So AI finds the work itself. That is exactly what this video is about. And I actually built this in my business brain. So what happens is it has access to all my data. It can then propose a fix. I can then approve it. AI can then execute it and score how it went. I am only clicking buttons right now. So this whole system basically contains out of 2 routines and 1 click on a button. The first routine is the investigator routine. It is connected to my Supabase MCP, so it has all my data. It is connected to my GitHub. It has access to every single part of my business. That all shows in my dashboard. So I can see the task, I can click on accept, reject, or other input. And then I set it ready for the last routine, and that is the executor routine. So it is checking every 30 seconds if there's a task it needs to do. It gets the task and fixes it. And that is a process running every 30 minutes. So let me now show you the fun part on how it's actually working. So this is my complete back office. The numbers are generated, but what we have right here in the sidebar is the operator. And the operator can touch all the data in here. So if we open it, you can see the operator with 4 to review. So it is looking at incoming messages, but also all the data itself. So it can look at my conversion, the amount of people that actually finish a specific lesson. And what I can do right here is I can reject or accept any task. And if I reject it, in 30 minutes, a new task will pop up. So in this case, I created an automation where I was sending people emails. But there was a bug, so people got more emails than they should. So they sent me an email back, and the operator found it, created a task, and I can now accept it to fix it. So this is basically an AI employee that will just tell me, hey, I found this, we should fix it. When I click on accept, for example, right here, I will show you exactly what happened. I click here and it is queued for Claude. What that basically means is we change the status to go. So we then have a routine. I need to show you the routine that is actually finding the tasks to do. But before I will show you what actually happens when we approve a task, I want to show you the exact routine that we use to come up with tasks. So we have this routine and it is calling our operator review skill. And what that basically does is the following. So we have our operator review. And this is a skill trained like a mentor. And that mentor has all the tools it needs to investigate my business. So it can look at all the data it can find, but also dive into my code. If a client of mine sends me an email saying that something broke, it can find the exact repository on GitHub, make a task, and then fix it automatically so that I have a hands-off experience. I will share these skills and routines with you. Make sure to check the link in the description for that. And in our routine, we call this skill. And this skill basically explains exactly how Claude should investigate my business. It should look at the data. It should look at the code. It should find bugs. It should do everything that I'm already doing myself. But then we have our routine instructions. So what happens is every hour we are looking for something to fix by running this skill. So it looks at the to-dos, and when it finds something, it pushes that task to the to-do, which we see here, where we can then accept or reject them. So when we accept it, this happens. We have the operator execute, and this is a skill I will also share with you in the description. But what happens is this explains how we should find the task connect to the correct repository, and fix the task. So if you're still with me, good, because the next part decides whether any of this is actually safe to do. And one quick thing first, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And now let's go on with the video. So if I now go back to the routine, as you can see, we also have safety built in when we don't want it to happen, obviously. So we have green, gated, and blocked. So when it needs to do an analysis, we can just do that. We have something gated that is a bit more restrictive. And then every 30 minutes, this is running for me. So it is looking at the tasks and just fixing them. And as you can see, it previously only had one task in the queue. It made the fixes and I now only need to say, okay, do your thing. Because get that wrong and you've got a machine that confidently breaks things. So here's what those three share. Not one of them tells you if something is the right call for your business. Whether it's the kind of thing that you put your name on. All of that is taste. And taste, that is the one thing the machine doesn't have. It doesn't work like that. So that is actually the one place where I'm still in the chair. It finds the problem, it does the work, but I am the taste. I'm the one saying what to do and what not to do. And while everyone is racing to get the human out of everything, I think sometimes you need to do the opposite. Right now, I am the bottleneck by choice. AI just isn't good enough to do everything right all the time. But like, honest question, and I don't know the answer, but how long does that last? Like, my honest guess is the following. Things that it needs to do, where you have a clear number and a clear outcome, those are the things that AI can do. For example, obviously AI can test, see the results, and choose the better one. Because the machine, it can prove those things to itself. But for now, the part that stays mine is my taste. And to understand whether the AI is actually getting better, we have the scorecard. So we see exactly what is happening. Some are awaiting my call, some are dismissed, some are capped and acted. And if you let AI make decisions on your business, we need those decisions to be good. So how we do that is with the business map. So what this means, we need data to determine whether to do something or not. So for example, my YouTube channel average CTR. When it is making changes on, for example, my thumbnails, it should actually understand where it's coming from. And that is very important. It is building out all these data points so it actually understands what it's talking about. So everything I just showed you, the two routines, all the prompts that you need, I will share them with you. Check the link in the description. Please copy them because they work. But I'll be honest, because I hate when people aren't and they're just selling you stuff that is not true. So this only works when you have one central place for all of your data. For example, the back office that I just showed you. Because without that, where does it need to look to find the problems? I am actually selling my own business brain. Make sure to check the link in the description. It's the complete infrastructure. And really, this is the play of 2026. You can resell it, you can use it for yourself, but it is insanely valuable to my business and probably also to yours. So for the last years, we were the ones finding the problems and handing them to AI. And right now, this is really flipping. The machine spots it and where you decide on the most important things. And that is a completely different relationship. And this, what I just showed you today, is just a little rough version of what it's actually becoming. So make sure to subscribe to the channel because it's gonna be cool.